Hands down, I gotta start by saying how amazing this Sabre looks. This is the brand new release by FMS, their 80mm 6S Sabre. It is beautiful. And it's actually my first 80mm EDF ever, so I'm excited for that. I think they did absolute justice on the paint scheme of this, and I truly believe I can make an entire video just talking about the way it looks. But the assembly of this has me completely dumbfounded over a couple functional things on this plane as well, and I cannot wait to show them to you. It comes in two different schemes. We'll have the other linked in the description box next to this one, so let me know what your favorite version is. The landing gear and retracts are really awesome on this, so I want to show those to you. They are nice and robust, but they are articulated really well. And even more impressive are the air brakes. So you've got to check that out in action. I've never had anything with functional air brakes on it like this, and I'm very excited to try it out. The only other Sabre I've ever owned is the Arrows Sabre, and it's a joy to fly. I love flying it. It's a great budget option, and this one just has so many bells and whistles, attention to detail, down to the weathered look in the cockpit. I think FMS must have hired some painters, because we're seeing it on some of their scale ground vehicles, and it's now transitioning and transferring into their nicer models of airplanes like this one. I'm very impressed. This has got to be one of the best looking and most impressive airplanes that I've ever had my hands on the ground. Now, a lot will be said about this when we put it in the air and see how it flies. So let's get out of this cold weather. It's like 29 degrees today Fahrenheit, and put this in the air and see how it does. I like this. This is the first time, or at least something like this. Instead of having one of those levers that don't look scale, you push this and that pops up. So I really like that. We have ample space in here, although they recommend a 4,000 milliamp battery, which I did bring. I've also got 3200s. This is like a control board for lights and all the other things that are in here. It's not a flight stabilizer. And then this is just a receiver that we chose to use. You only need 6 channels, believe it or not, to get all the functionality out of this airplane. Expo, elevator up, elevator down, rudder right, rudder left, ailerons correct, flaps, air brakes, retracts are back here, and that's it.
Throttle.
All right. I'll be honest, I am nervous for this Maiden. It's a beautiful airplane, probably the most beautiful plane I've ever had my hands on, at least foam, I can say that. You know, there's no safety net here or anything, and I'm one of the first people to get this out there, so I'm excited about it. There's no safety switch, as I said. I do have Expo in here. Let's just go for it. Oh yeah, that's nice. Wow. You can tell a lot within the first few seconds of flying. Throttling down some.
Oh, it sounds good. Oh.
Sounds absolutely amazing, and I do need some trim. That light on the back of the jet makes it look like the actual afterburner is working. We've got some climb, so I want a nose down trim. I'm just trimming it up. This is a maiden flight, you guys. A realistic example of what you can expect if you were to buy this. Still climbing. Okay, we'll get her trimmed up and we'll definitely open it up. It's going to be a shorter flight today because it is 29 degrees out. Battery performance is low. A little bit of a right roll, easily trimmable. Still climbing some. Okay, this is good. This is good. We'll definitely test those air brakes today too. And I'm just cruising at about half throttle or so. So we're going to do a full throttle pass down the runway. I still have some climb in here, but that's okay. I could still trim that up. My fingers are just getting so cold. Full throttle. Rolling it into a climb. We're going to try to let it fall.
Oh my gosh, it's terrifying.
It's awesome. A 0 throttle pass. Working into, I love the lights on the back end of it. It is an overcast day, and man, that helps with the orientation and cool factor. We're gonna snap it, Abby.
Well, it snapped.
Snapping it? Oh yeah, it snaps great. Just a wild little tumble there. Let's recover from that.
2 minutes.
Oh, this is just awesome. Very, very cool. I like the expo in here. Feels fine. I love the way it sounds, man. This thing sounds like a real jet.
It really does.
It really does. There's no messing around. And then you see that light on that end of it and you think, there's no way this is electric. We're gonna climb it, Abby, to the moon. Just let it go. We're just gonna let it go. Unlimited vertical climb. Unlimited. Unlimited. Do a big loop here. Here we go. Wasn't sure how my elevator would handle that, so I didn't want to drop down too low.
3 minutes.
Yeah, so we're going to try to land it. I want to bring it around. Oh man, I didn't do the air brakes. Okay, we're going to climb up. We're going to hit those air brakes. Pull over, air brakes are on. Oh, it's slowing it down, that's for sure. Okay, air brakes off. Whew, that scared me. Okay, that's a new one for me. That's a new one. We're going to drop that landing gear.
Make sure they came down.
I think we might have to circle it out.
It takes a minute.
Look.
I see one.
I see them. I see them. They're all down, but I just want to, we got to get that nose into the wind and then we're going to land it. Now I haven't been pushing the throttle too hard on this, so I think we're okay. Goodness, I am a little nervous. Does it show? Okay, here we go. My thumbs are just frozen solid.
Yeah, I'm hurting.
Oh, it's so cool. So cool. That wind is, oh, that wind is
Picked up.
Pushing me.
Careful, careful. Go around if you have to.
I know.
Woo-wee.
Oh man, skipped it a little bit, but I'm dealing with some wild, horrible, nasty
came in
winds.
right when he decided to land.
And yeah, you saw it kind of throw it up there.
Yeah.
Oh, even the crack in the pavement there. Hey, it's down and it's in one piece. We'll get a closer look at it here. I think honestly, we could probably benefit from flaps on the landing even with those air brakes, but I was kind of afraid of what the air brakes would do to horizontal flight. So just with the weather fighting me today, I didn't get the best maiden, especially the best first landing I would have ever wanted on this. But look at her, she's down in one piece. All my control surfaces seem to be working well. Let's hit those air brakes. Oh, that's awesome. What a beautiful plane. Look at this, it's so windy, I'm even struggling to turn it to the left because we're getting so much wind. That vertical stabilizer is just like a big sail on a sailboat or something. So anyway, there you go. What a beautiful airplane, Abby. That's awesome. Well, big shout out to Jan for the neck warmer because I think that's the only thing that's actually keeping me going. Abby and I just swapped that back and forth. She actually got 2 toasty warms. So guys, my fingers are red. I don't know if I can get another flight in on this. I mean, I've even got my hat bundled up as tight as, it's just cold. But you know, we got this in the mail just a couple days ago and I wanted to get this out. I mean, yesterday it was raining and super windy, so we waited a day so that we could get this out to you guys. I am massively impressed with it. I think it is absolutely beautiful. From what I can tell on the maiden flight, it flies well, but I'm fighting, the windsock's completely horizontal. That's a full-scale windsock. So, you know, this is easily in the 15-mile-an-hour wind and higher gust range, and it handled it. The fuel tanks are on rails. You can slide those off. And I really, truly believe this is one of the best-looking foam planes I own to date. I think it sounds amazing, too. And I don't know if it picked up on the mic well or not, but Abby, when it was echoing off of the hangar over there, man, it just sounded awesome.
It sounded like the real thing.
It did.
Like a real turbine RC jet.
It really did.
It sounded like the real one.
A lot of times you get that with size. The bigger the EDF, the more realistic it sounds like an actual turbine. I wonder if someone made like a 120mm EDF, what that would sound like. I mean, they probably do exist as kits or something. I'm sure they do electric, but as a foam plug and play model, this took me about a half hour to assemble. I'd say 10 minutes for the front area, 20 minutes for the rear because there are some extra wires you have to plug in, and rear body rear fuselage assembly because of the unique air brakes, but it was very easy, honestly. I sincerely hope you enjoyed this as much as I have. The only way it could have been any better is if we had warmer weather, but honestly this neck warmer has me feeling like it's helping significantly, Abby, so thank you for letting me wear it.
It was burning my neck that whole flight. I was struggling.
I turned it down one setting and it feels very nice and just feels like I got just a nice warm scarf on or something. It feels really good. This right here, honestly, I think that tail light is like my favorite feature, at least on a day like today, flying this thing, because it really helped me see the airplane. Now guys, we're gonna have this linked in the description box below. It's such an early release, there's probably no discount or anything, but we'll try to put our discount code down there. Just let us know if that works, and if you do order it through our link, we're very grateful because it helps support our channel and our family at no extra cost to you. If you appreciate this content, this free content, that's a really good way to support us, so thank you. Flying in this wind, maidening like this, now I mean, I know where my skills fall, but ooh, toward the end of that flight, my fingers were just getting numb. And in a moment like that, I'm glad I've got AMA, because that landing was starting to feel a little sketchy. It's an insurance program for those of us that fly and just enjoy all RCs. Actually, they insure RC car drivers as well. Actually, Abby, I've got my hands in the intake
feel good down there?
It's out of the wind.
Oh yeah,
it's just out of the wind.
Warm in there?
Oh, I'm flying with AMA is what I'm getting at. It makes me feel a lot safer while I'm flying. We'll have them linked in the description box below next to the link to this. I want to say a massive thanks to God for giving me the time and ability to put this together and get it out here and demonstrate this for you guys, but more importantly, for the opportunity to share this experience with you. I hope you guys got something from this. It's a very capable airplane and I can't wait to fly it on a calm day, but I still thank God for the opportunity, even with the challenges. Finally, I want to say a massive thanks to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your amazing support. All the good stuff, guys, will be linked in the description box below. The transmitter I'm using, the shoes, my fancy shoes. I wore my fun shoes today because I thought they would match. They're red, white, and blue. That's a P51 shoe, and you know, it's got my red, white, and blue Saber. I thought that was really cool. So we'll have
you got to say it right.
Sabre. I forgot. I almost didn't say it right.
Saber video.
All that good stuff will be linked down there. And I just want to say a massive thanks, everyone. If you want to see another really cool, awesome, big RC jet video, we'll have one handpicked just for you popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. See you there.
Bye.